First day with at least some pads on. What have you kind of seen out of your guys the first 3 days or so of practice?
I see them compete. They're young, but they want to work, and I see them competing. That's what I was excited about them. They took some lumps, but they answered, and I saw what I needed to see them compete. You know, nobody said it was going to be easy, but I enjoy the group. They work, they're eager, they're starving for knowledge, and I'm really enjoying coaching those guys. Just watching them how they respond to little adversity, they bounce right back. So, the first day you encourage them, but we got a long way to go with those guys now. We got some guys that ain't never played, and they're gonna have to line up and play ball for us this year in the Southeastern Conference. So, that's scary in some sense because you're going with so much inexperience. But it's encouraging because they're willing to work to get there.
Who would you say would be the most likely to push Jeffrey and Kenneth?
You know what? Those 4 freshmen I got, they all there together right now. And at some point in the time of the season, they might all have to play. But there's not one guy right now that I can just single out and say doing better than any of them. I've seen some good from all of them. I've seen some bad from all of them. So, I think over time I'll have an answer for that because somebody probably stepped to the forefront. But right now it's just all of them in that mix together.
How many are you going to need? How many do you feel like you'll need to be using on a regular basis?
Inside or just overall group? Inside. You like to have 5 guys that you can line up and play with, because any play, you're down to 2, and then it's kind of scary because you got two groups rotating. So, you travel 6, but you love to have 5 guys that you got confidence in that can go in and play. So I'm really looking for 3 deep, but being realistic, it's probably going to be about 4 or 5 guys that we line up and play with.
But then you got a couple of guys outside you can use in there too. Right?
But you know what? You can, but this camp right now, we really got to find the guys that can play first and second down. Third down, we can do some things, but you never get to third down if you don't play first and second. So those guys got to bow up and really do some things for us early on in the series for us to be successful on third down.
How was Gabe Wright look so far?
You know what? Gabe's right there in that mix with all those other guys. Gabe came in with a lot of, probably most highly taught other guys, but you know what? He's still a freshman. He's just like the rest of them. He got loads of talent, but like I said, he's just like the other 4. They right there together.
Well, but you comment counting on leadership role for a true sophomore. What have you seen out of Kenneth and Jeffrey?
You know what? Probably the leader of the group is Nosa, but I've seen Corey. I've seen them all. We got a breakdown, and I asked them how we gonna do it, and their response is all together. So it ain't an individual thing; it's a group thing, and that's the thing. That's my motto: is just bringing this group together. Well, they don't have one guy that they're looking for to just dominate the game. We got to do it all together.
Talk about Nosa, though, the guy that's a redshirt sophomore that has taken on that role, and it looks like it's just a natural role for him.
You know what? Some people just born leaders, and he is. His drive is just so amazing. How he just drives to want to be just great. He's just asking questions, to want to do it perfect. He's just one of those guys that, he's just going to work himself into an all-league player.
It's a lot easier to find 5 or 6 on the outside of the competition. You got there with Nosa and Craig and Corey and Dee and then the younger guys.
Well, but the thing about, most of those guys played last year. Nosa, Dee, and Nosa, Dee, and Corey, and even Craig played on kickoff. So, the game ain't going to be a shock to those guys. And they know what success looks like. They know. So, it's kind of experience out there, and we just got to find some inside guys. So, but outside, right now they got to carry us because you know they're the experienced guys, so they got to carry us to the inside guys catch up, and they understand that, and they put more pressure on themselves to get it done. But like I said, right now that is probably the meat of the group are the defensive ends, but the inside realize they got to pick their game up too to catch up with those guys. So, you know, they're carrying us right now till the inside guys catch up.
Mike, when you practice now, you guys practice one time most days, get some off days during camp.
Off days.
How does that compare? We're talking about players.
Oh.
How does that compare? How does that compare to when you were when you went through it as a player?
Man, you know what though? I mean, the game has changed so much to when I was playing, you know, but I just don't remember, you know, it being as intense. I remember it being, you know, we just dragged it out. It was just 3 a day, 2 a days. But now it's just so high strung and so high energy that they spend so much energy out there, they give them a break off. And, you know, I'd have loved that schedule, you know, to have go 4 days and have a full day off. You know, I joke about them all the time. I tell them they soft. They couldn't have played when I played. But, you know, it's good. It's really good to give them a day off because they got something to look forward to, and they work to get to that point. Then they take a day off. It renews their mind. They come back fresh for another 4 or 5 days. So it's a good schedule that we got set up for them.